CD players are expected to hit the million sales mark in just 3 years. It took TV 11 years and VCRs 6 to hit that mark. CD manufacturers say those numbers are growing because they learned from the VCR makers' mistakes. There is one compact disc standard.
A group of manufacturers got together and settled on the standards long before the format was even announced to the public.
Sony, with some help from Philips Electronics, upped the ante yet again with the compact disc.
For decades, we had wax and then vinyl discs, and then we saw the 8-track tape, which was eventually obliterated by the cassette tape. And as we come into the beginning of the 1980s, we're left with two common formats, the cassette tape and the vinyl LP. These were both replaced in the early 1980s by this, the compact disc. The CD is a total revolution, and it's a revolution for two reasons. First of all, the information stored on the CD is stored digitally, so that each time you play the CD, you're going to hear exactly the same sound. And the second reason it's revolutionary is because so much information is stored on the CD compared to a vinyl record.
Now the trick was to convince consumers to repurchase all their music on the new format.
But as people heard it or visited with friends or somehow came in touch with CDs and the quality of the music and the amazing fact that it would always have this great quality, it got adopted very quickly.
Frank Maioli is a connoisseur of wines and music. Lately, Frank has neglected the LPs he collected for years and turned to compact discs. Frank has purchased 80 discs already, and he's only 2 months into this new collection. He says the discs sound that good. He began buying compact discs even before he bought his disc player.
I saw a title that I'd like, and I thought, by the time I get a CD player, I don't know if that title's still going to be in print, so I bought it.
We see that growth continuing this year. We see it going to new heights really in the fall of '85, and we really don't see any lessening of the demand.
Jim Frischi is the general manager of the only CD factory in the United States. This Terre Haute, Indiana plant is a joint venture of CBS and Sony. Frischi says this plant could produce the software for just such products.
You can put on one CD the equivalent of 600 to 800 floppy disks.
This recording of the 1812 Overture has become the anthem for CD players. Salesmen boom it out when they want to tout the CD's never-ending bass range. Manufacturers are putting their CD players in bumpy Baja Desert Racers and slinky New York stretch limos to exhibit the player's durability.